Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's Saint JJ. Today we're coming back a video basically talking about the price of crypto, Bitcoins especially, and of course some of the major news about Bitcoin because this is the headline, and I would say that this is the currency that is gonna stay forever for a very very long time. And after that, I would say that yeah, if let's say you're skeptical about the prices, I'm gonna tell you like on this video itself when roughly on my technical analysis slash maybe experience in the space. When is the Bitcoin going down? When is it going up? Something like that. Not really a TA type of video, but slightly a little bit of TA plus entertainment purposes. So I would say that I'm just a random internet dude telling you all of this information that I found online, and after that just compiling it for you, and after that from there sharing it with you. So if let's say you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly smash the thumbs up. Do not take this as a financial advice video to, I do not know, uh all in of your mortgage or whatsoever to buy Bitcoin to basically try to become millionaire. But of course, if let's say you've done so since 2017, since the start of this channel, and you have been holding Bitcoin since the start when I told everyone to basically buy Bitcoin at 2017 period, and of course during the COVID period itself, I'm always telling people to buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, because I believe that this is the dominant currency, and as of today itself, it's somehow showing itself. And after that, from there, people like the SEC has been telling you that crypto it is a scam. Basically a lot of people telling you crypto is a scam, but eventually is it really a scam? So we're gonna find it out today. So today we're gonna focus on BlackRock itself. What is this BlackRock company? And after that, for those who are new itself, you should know who is BlackRock. So we here have done some like googling over here. We just type in BlackRock, and after that, these are all the uh information that you can find online itself. BlackRock itself is a company, and after that, from there we scroll down itself. BlackRock is worth 123.17 billion, but I believe that is not really that true. So let's say we scroll down itself. Why is BlackRock so powerful itself? Basically, it is attracting clients and employee, and by acquiring several other asset manager companies. So BlackRock basically itself, whatever company that you see on your supermarket, basically BlackRock has an investment onto those type of companies. So I would say they are the worldwide leader in asset and risk management itself. So here is BlackRock controlling the world. I would say it's not a secretive organization like the Illuminati, or maybe I don't know what kind of Nati that is out there. And after that, over here we know that it managed trillions of dollars in assets and for individuals and institutions worldwide. So yeah, in the nutshell itself, BlackRock, I would say, is just a freaking powerful company that basically everything you see and everything you itself used before, it is somehow owned by a BlackRock subsidiary somewhere, somehow on the what is that called, the three generational line itself. So if let's say you have been following my channel itself, the previous video I've talked about is basically, should you start taking profit on your Bitcoin or should you start buying? The video is gonna pop up. Just click on it if you want to know more about this content. So in the video itself, I spoke about basically a snapshot over here. When's the halving? What is this halving event? And after that, stock to flow model will Bitcoin 100K. So today I'm gonna basically tell you into more technical detail that I believe some of you guys might be like yearning to know, like when should I buy Bitcoin now, because it is at the freaking all-time high, and we're gonna explain it to you later on. And after that, from there, hopefully you can take this video like a pinch of salt. Hopefully this help you. If let's say you earn money itself, feel free to keep it to yourself or donate to me if let's say you want to. And of course, if let's say you lose money itself, do not take this video as a serious technical analysis slash financial advice video, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a random internet dude basically sharing whatever I feel like sharing on YouTube itself. And after that, from there, we're going to talk about the next segment. Basically, is the ETF volume itself, which is booming and booming in the crypto market. So we have to support the channel itself. Feel free to smash the like button, and I have a GitHub page which all of the referral link is down below. And I would say, before we jump into the buying segment or talking about it, I'm gonna explain to you what is this ETF. Basically, ETF itself has already been around since the early days of 2021 or something, 2022. But over here, BlackRock recently like filed for this ETF, and eventually it got approved when BlackRock filed for this ETF, because we know that BlackRock somehow control the entire economy itself, something like that. And after that, from there, if let's say BlackRock wants something, probably highly likely it will get approved, because somehow they have been lobbying against all of the authorities. And of course, we know that this is somehow a secretive, and you can say it's a fake information, but deep down, if you know what's going on in the world, let's say, I mean, like you have some conspiracy theory itself, you know what happened, or when a big company that wants to do something, it will get done because they have the power to do so, because money is power, obviously. And over here we talk about what is this spot ETF volume itself. So once the ETF has been approved itself, if we scroll down, we can see that this is the cumulative spot ETF volume. Basically, volume telling us that the trading volume happening on this type of ETF, not in the crypto market itself, but on this type of ETF being traded all around on the stock exchange. So you can see the volume itself is gradually increasing day by day itself, because Bitcoin itself is a very high speculative asset. And of course, when it's speculative asset, basically there's lots of opportunity of movements. Volatility itself is very high, and of course traders who are professional enough can basically make a hell of a earning on this type of ETF itself, this type of trading. So here we can see they already hit the milestone of 100 billion being traded, and the price of Bitcoin also reached basically the very all-time high itself. Over here we can see that. Over here, the high price itself for today has reached $70,055.50 using this Bitcoin US dollar index trading view chart itself. It's not any exchanges, particular exchange hitting it. It's basically like an index. All of the exchanges combined, the majority of the exchanges combined to give us like an oracle of an average number itself. Some exchanges might hit like 71,000, some might hit 69,000, some might hit blah 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 number, but over here on the index itself is showing us the all-time high is at $70,055.50. If let's say you look at the red line of the high, which I can't really show it to you because my mouse is here. Yep, over here you can see the high itself is showing. And after that, we're going to talk about the next segment itself. BlackRock itself, even though we talk about this ETF being like traded in high volume, but over here, BlackRock itself is not being secretive about their plan, but they are basically dominating the whole world itself by accumulating assets. So how does it like affect now in the crypto space that BlackRock is already in? So over here, BlackRock has already been in the US market for many years, and after that, I mean, they have been there since the beginning of whatever itself. They've already been accumulating assets like their housing using some subsidiary company, some shell company itself to basically act like a landlord to basically accumulate all of the housing in the US. But there is no solid proof or whatsoever to say that. But of course, it's just some conspiracy theory running around the internet about BlackRock itself. And of course, BlackRock itself, they have really owned many assets in many ways itself because they are the financial leaders. And honestly, they have like freaking good lawyers to basically find a loopholes here and there to accumulate stuff. So this is just, I'm not like saying that BlackRock is a bad company or whatsoever, but we have to be careful about the company because it is controlling the narrative of the whole world itself. So over here, you can see that BlackRock itself plans to purchase spot Bitcoin ETF itself. So what does this even mean for those who are looking at this title itself? BlackRock plans to purchase spot Bitcoin ETF for its global allocation funds itself. So they have a global allocation fund, and after that, they are trying to, because BlackRock itself, they file for an ETF. So there is like a BlackRock Bitcoin ETF somewhere in the market that you can trade on. But over here, they are not happy with that itself because they are really rich. They have money to spend, and after that, from there, they're accumulating the real Bitcoin. So if let's say you want to be the most powerful company out there, or let's say you want to be the most powerful person in the world, to accumulate, like, number one, you are the richest in gold, you're the richest in like resources like oil, energy, or whatsoever. Now is the crypto space that is very booming, and after that, it is like showing like there's a sign of future, and after that, somehow it is gonna be like a dominant currency somehow somewhere in the future. Near or not, we are not really sure, but over here people say that Bitcoin is not stable enough to be a currency. And of course, I would say like gold itself, maybe it's going to be the standard of gold, digital gold, something like that. So over here, what is going to happen is BlackRock plans to purchase the spot ETF. So in the layman term itself, the ETF is already out there. There is many companies out there that have already issued their ETF, and after people are already buying their ETF. So what BlackRock is doing itself, they are going to they have already filed for something to plan to purchase the other company's ETF itself. So if let's say they do so itself and it get approved, they have massive of funds buying up all those ETF that is lying around in the market itself. Eventually, you will see that BlackRock itself will own the actual Bitcoin that they have using their ETF, and after that, somehow they will buy the others company ETF itself to basically own a share of the amount of Bitcoin that they have. So this is how ETFs work itself. It's basically bundle up something. If let's say you want to buy gold itself, there's a gold ETF. You can basically purchase it. Instead of buying a kilo of gold, you can buy like a fraction of gold through this company. And after that, from there, this certificate is going to tell you that you are ownership of this ETF and your ownership of a part of this gold itself, depending on how much share you have. So this is what the ETF is all about. And after the BlackRock itself is trying to do this itself to dominate the crypto market as well, to basically own as many Bitcoin as they can, and they have itself. So if you watch my previous video, this talking about I already said over here that basically you can see that to answer the title itself is simple. Institutions are buying and retail people are taking profit. Definitely those who are help their, I mean, everyone in the crypto space is already making profit as of today when it hits the all-time high itself. Why is that so? Because if let's say you bought it back at 2021 previously, you are in a loss for many years, and after that, if you held on to like basically this year, this time you sold as at the top itself, you basically broke even on the money or even made a little bit of profit. So I would say crypto itself, everybody is a winner if let's say you are holding it and of course you sell it at the correct time. But unfortunately, it's not that case always. Therefore, I would say that BlackRock itself is trying to buy this ETF, creating their own type of plan itself to purchase more Bitcoin itself. Therefore, I would say Bitcoin itself is going to be a very dominant currency. So we're going to talk about when should you buy, and after that, when will we moon. So over here, this segment itself, when should you buy itself, is not a financial advice video, not somehow like a little bit of technical analysis using the past data stuff and here like that. So I would say over here on the video itself, I already done like telling people that when the halving comes itself, it will reach 100k during this period itself, like a bull run towards the 100k zone itself. And of course, if let's say now we are still at this zone itself, which you can see that I've already highlighted a red color line, I'm going to explain to you later on. So over here, this period itself, maybe from today until the halving itself, I would say crypto Bitcoin itself is going to be trading somehow in the sideways, but of course, definitely we will see many price action going on because it is near towards the halving and the market is deciding like, okay, so when should it pump, when should it dump and something like that. And of course, definitely there's market manipulator out there. Basically, whoever wants to clear out the leverage, clear out the weak hands, is going to happen. And after that, over here, I'm going to say that this red line itself is basically simple. If I zoom out on the chart itself, since during this period itself, I would say that the red line itself is basically serving as like a resistance slash support line for this type of chart itself. So we can see that Bitcoin itself is already at the all-time high zone. So we have to go back towards the first all-time high zone itself back in 2021 April period itself, and after that the 2021 November period. The Bitcoin itself is somehow at this all-time high period, and after that, from there is some resistance and of course support line being drawn over here. So we can see that this line itself is showing us at 59,000. So previously there was a dump on Bitcoin itself, which is this single candle over here. Basically the price of Bitcoin went up to the all-time high, broke the all-time high, and after that eventually within the day itself it fell by $10,000. So if you manage to catch that $10,000 zone, basically you bought it at 59,000 or 60,000, you are already in a profit as of today, basically 6k in profit. And we can see today Bitcoin has broke the all-time high once again at $70,055. So this itself indicating basically the market is very bullish about this asset, and after that, from there, the bear itself is not strong enough to basically push the prices down, because over here you can see there's a very huge red dildo over here to basically try to tell us that the bear is trying to do something, but eventually the bear could not really force the market down. And after that, from there, I would say the prices is going to keep going up. So I would say during this period itself, be wary about the price itself. If let's say you are trading, always put a stop loss on your position. And of course, if let's say you're doing spot trading itself, the best period to buy itself, I would say, if you know some technical analysis, you can maybe look at the 63,000 zone itself using this 1 day chart that I've basically put out this arrow over here. I mean, like this over here, I just hover over, it is around the 63k. If let's say you want to look at recent prices might go to 63,000 as one of the support line, the recent support line over here. We can just do this. How is it? How do I see this? Is basically many touches as possible during the recent chart itself. If you zoom out itself, we can see that this over here is also somehow at one of the resistance over here, resistance slash support line. I would say this is a resistance line, so it will act like a support line as of today's chart itself. So we are looking at 62,000, 63,000 to be exact, and around 60,000 zone itself. These two is two of the support line that I can see over here. And of course, if you want to look at the all-time high zone itself, I would say that this mark itself, 68k itself, is the resistance line. If let's say maybe the next few days candle we are going to close above this line itself, we might be looking at maybe a little bit of upwards instead. But I believe Bitcoin is going to trade within this zone till the halving period itself, or maybe before the halving period, maybe a week before or something like that. We might see some price action going on, but of course, be wary of that. And after that, do always put out stop loss. And if let's say you are here for the long term, make sure to buy a hardware wallet to basically store your cryptocurrency. Do not spend a few thousand or even $500,000 accumulating Bitcoin and storing it on some random exchange. Then the exchange suddenly go bankrupt because the price of Bitcoin is too freaking high and they can't really pay out everyone who is trying to take their profit by then. And you know that you are screwed if let's say your exchange do not pay you out in the USDC or USDT that you requested. Yep, you are in deep shit. And after that, I would say the best way to store your crypto is always on a hardware wallet. Basically, spending a few $100 to basically become your own bank. And of course, this is like a valve in your it's like a valve itself. If let's say you are storing lots of cash, I would say crypto itself is the same thing. Hardware wallet is the way to go. And do not be dumb to do something like whatever 24 words that they give you, your password that they give you, you store it online. That defeats the whole purpose of buying a hardware wallet. So take note of that. Go and do your own due diligence and research before buying and stacking your satoshis. So I'm gonna end this video. If you like the video, smash the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye. Peace.